Hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay here. Happy April. Of course, Phil Hughes and Tyler Glasnow will go head-to-head as the 3-0 Twins will face the 1-2 Pittsburgh Pirates here. And we're not going to waste very much time. Both these guys have not had a start this season. 0-0 record and a 0.0 ERA. Two righties going at it. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into it. Here we go. And here are the starting lineups today. Ryberg, Lewis, Axberg, Fitzer, Rozu, Lee, Peters, Demetrio, and Hughes. For the Pirates, Marte, Harrison, Myers, Polanco, Gomez, Bell, Freese, Cavelli, and many more. Here we go. From Pittsburgh is the Twins versus the Pirates here today at PNC Park. 3-0 team versus a 1-2 team. On paper, this looks like a rout, but we'll see. Anything can happen in Major League Baseball. Sold-out capacity crowd here. I'm not sure if it's their home opener or what, but every single seat is filled, as you can see. And in just a moment, we will get the introduction of the Pirates, and then we will get going here with baseball. Opening day here, ERA 3.76, 54 saves, 549 walks allowed, home runs allowed in 179. Of course, there is the starter Glasnow getting warmed up in the bullpen, and there is Phil Hughes for the Minnesota Twins doing the same moments before game time. And here we go. Players have been introduced. Everybody's ready for baseball. There's Luis Gonzalez back there. Starting lineup for the Twins. Ryberg, Lewis, Axberg, Fitzer, Rozu, Lee, Peters, Demetrio, and then Phil Hughes batting ninth. Lots of good hitters on this team. And here we go. Tyler Glasnow, last year 12 starts, 8-4 record, 4.01 ERA, 121s and 1/3 innings pitched, 115 hits allowed, 81 strikeouts, or 81 walks, and 120 strikeouts. And he will be facing a lineup with a lot of power here in the Minnesota Twins. This is how the Pirates will line up defensively. Of course, Bell over at first, Myers at shortstop, Harrison at second base, and the rest as you see there. So here is Keith Ryberg, 292 on the season, 5 for 9 in the opening series.
Number 2.
Fastball, curveball, changeup, fastball. Nothing too fancy here for Glasnow. Ryberg swings at the first pitch he sees. It will be in the dirt to the second baseman. He'll throw it on to first out, number 1 of the inning. Already recorded in the first pitch. Here comes Justin Lewis, big power threat from last year. So far this year, not the power threat that we wanted starting that first series. But give him some time, he'll come back to it as he'll pop this one up shallow center field. The center fielder has a trot and a trail, but he gets it out, number 2. 2 pitches, 2 outs here for Glasnow.
Right fielder, number 13.
Here comes Smeagol Axberg, of course. We'll get his numbers. Sorry, we skipped Justin Lewis. 3 for 8 so far this season. 1 RBI, 282. Last season as well. Here we go. First pitch is in there for a strike. He laid off that one. Glasnow, of course. Picking his spots here, the early goings. Ooh, thought about going around. Looks like he did. Foul ball back into the fans. Low fastball yet again. So 2 straight fastballs here for Glasnow to Smeagol. And he got him on the inside fastball. And wowzers, 1 and out. Strikeout, I should say. Middle of 1. Twins go 3 up, 3 down. And here comes Phil Hughes. Okay, we won't get his information. Starling Marte, 4 for 13. As Phil Hughes' first pitch of the 2018 season will be low for a ball. Phil Hughes versus Marte. Will be gloved by Fitzer, brought over to the bag, and stepped on out number 1 for the Twins.
Batting second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Here comes Josh Harrison, 3 for 12 on the season, 1 RBI. Got to remember those last year numbers in that box. So there's a first pitch slider hung up. Not the Twins' best pitch to get hits off of this season. 2 home runs already in the season. This one lifted for Peters. It's hanging, and it's able to be caught out there just shy of the warning track. Very good catch by Matthew Peters out there. Here's R.D. Myers, 1 for 12 this season. He does have an RBI, though. Travis Lee wants something low in the zone. It'll be too low and outside goes Hughes. Ball 1. Very good opportunity here for the Twins and for the Pirates as there's the first base hit of the game. That will squeak through the first and second baseman. And Gregory Polanco is up now. I was going to say the double play ball creeps in here, but it does not. Cutter goes right down the middle. Phil Hughes, inside slider. Polanco swings at it, fouls it back. Still strike 2 for Polanco, and he got him with the raising fastball. That's strikeout number 1 for Hughes this season. So we take a look at the beautiful craftsmanship of above the dugout there. The Minnesota Twins are due up. Top of the second action. 1 hit for the Pirates so far. Josh Fitzer, 4 for 9. Home run, 3 RBIs. In the previous series here to start the season. Fitzer, first pitch in there for a strike somehow. 96 miles an hour. Got to watch the curveball and the changeup, but otherwise he has fastballs in his rep. Down low, called the ball. Fans are not happy about it, but that's how it is. Pitching everything low so far today. Inside for a ball. He's looking back at him like, what are you doing? Nevertheless, 2-1. Fitzer right back at the first baseman, so one first baseman will line out to the other, and he's a little frustrated.
Number 43.
So Thaddeus Rozu, the third baseman, 4 for 10 this season, home run and 3 RBIs. Oh, by heavens. Rozu over the top of the curveball in the dirt, strike 1. Now, a whiff, as a fan says. Strike 2 over the changeup. Down to their last strike here for Rozu. Let's see what he does. The curveball outside got him, and this is a tough start for these batters here today. Glass now, second strikeout of the game. Here's Travis Lee, 2 for 9. No home runs and an RBI. Lee wisely lays off that one. Too high, ball 1. Travis Lee knocks one foul down the third base line. Another fastball for Lee. Curveball swung on. That'll be the first base hit of the Twins' day today. Beautiful hit. So Travis Lee will be the first one to reach. Batting 6th in the lineup. So here's Matt Peters looking for his home run of this first home run of the season. We'll get his batting information for 2018 shortly. Peters looks like he will get the force out of Lee at second base, hitting over. Oh my heavens, what a weird start to this game, eh? Either way, both sides have 1 hit, and we go to the bottom of the second inning for the Pittsburgh Pirates, due up. Very, very beautiful Pittsburgh, PA here. Here's John DiMatteo. 5 for 9, a home run, 5 RBIs on the season. Then, of course, the pitcher, Phil Hughes, will bat next. Inside strike taken. Good discipline up there at the plate. Strike 1. John DiMatteo with the curveball. Big hit. It's hanging up a little bit there in center, and it will be caught. Looked good coming off the bat. The wind just got it, or it hung up there on him. Good timing, though. And here's Phil Hughes coming up to bat. Twins are not used to having the pitchers hit, being in the AL. But during these interleague games, they will see the pitchers hit. Phil Hughes looks like ground out. Excuse me, and he does. Second out of the inning. You'd like to see Phil Hughes get a hit. Then back up to Keith Reiber. 0 for 1, grounded out in the first. Hitting .500 on the season going into today's game. Reiberg, just like last time, will ground out. So at the end of 3 for the Twins, still 0-0. Caravelli, Glasnow, and Marte due up. Fitzer, back up the middle. And a diving catch by Marte ends the inning. Oh my heavens. So the first diving catch of the season for the Minnesota Twins, at least. Or against the Minnesota Twins. Good catch. Still scoreless through 4. Pirates, if you're Randy Replay or anybody listening, but it's going to happen. Fair ball thrown onto first from his back foot. It's safe. It was off kilter. That's all that Thaddeus Razou could do. It was a fair ball. He stopped it. That's all he could do is throw it off that back foot. R.D. Myers. Got to be careful where he puts this one. And he does it. Another strikeout for Hughesy. Fans screaming no like Darth Vader did. He's not keeping anything low in the zone here. And he got him with the low slider in the dirt. Polanco, second strikeout victim this inning. To anything other than a hit. They're looking for a run here. And they got him. Phil Hughes, 3 straight strikeouts. Wowzers. End of the 4th. We are still scoreless. Error for the Twins. Hughes, down low. Twins. No throw to second. There was no throw by DiMatteo. I don't know what happened. That would have been the first double play of the Twins campaign. And Reiberg is looking over that DiMatteo like, what are you doing? So the first chance for double play thwarted by Reiberg cannot come up with the ball. What is happening here with the Minnesota Twins? Base hit, infield base hit. And here's the pitcher, Glasnow. Move to double play depth. And the Twins, they call him safe, but they get the force out at second. I would have thrown it to third first, but whatever. Starling Marte. So this is the first big chance. They got a runner in scoring position for the first time in the game. There's strike number 2. Now with Marte, he loves to chase pitches. We'll see if he chases. Oh, just inside. There's a base hit. They will score 1, and it's 1-0 Pirates. 41st pitch of Glasnow's day coming up. And he hit Hughesy. Hughesy will reach his base by way of walk.
Now batting, number 2.
Here's Keith Reiberg. Into the game. Highest batting average of the team. No stealing threat. First pitch ball. Keith Reiberg. Reiberg, and he will ground into another double play in the inning. Oh my heavens. So when Phil Hughes reached base by way of walk, well, you could say that, hit by a pitch. Thought it could start something, but all for naught as Ryberg hits into the double play. Here's Josh Bell. Stealing second, and he did. They'll let the man score. They'll get the force out at first. 2 outs gone here. 2-0 Pirates.
Third baseman, number 23.
So Pittsburgh leads 2-0. Lee waits, throws, out number 3. So very wise by Travis Lee to wait and see if that thing will bounce foul until the last possible second. At the end of 6, it's 2-1 Pirates. Twins due up here in the 7th inning, sorry. Here's Matt Peters, 0 for 2 ground outs. We are actually going to pinch hit for him. We're going to get Tevin Fair out there.
Your attention, please.
And here comes Tevin Fair. If he could get on base, he's a little bit faster. Most of the guys on the roster. So Glass now, working on the shutout. Gotta find a way to break it up. First pitch fastball, looking, strike 1. 2 outs. Minnesota Twins, no stranger to 2-out rallies here this season. Ooh, almost at the elbows for Fair. Ball 1, 1-1. Glass now's 60th pitch. With the shoe top swung strike. 45 strikes in 60 pitches, not bad. 1-2, Tevin Fair. And it's a strike 3 in the dirt. And there's the out. To the top of the 9th we go. Last chance here. Actually, bottom of the 8th, sorry. John Dementi 0 for 2 flew out in the 6th. They are going to pinch hit, it looks like. Jesse Peterson.
Your attention, please.
So Jesse Peterson
Number 19.
will get his 2018 batting information shortly here. He is 0 for 0 today on the season. 444, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. He's got to keep an eye out for that curveball. Peterson, first pitch he sees, base hit, and that might be the jump starter here. Only the second hit for the Twins day, if I'm not mistaken. And here comes Phil Hughes. And they're going to pull Glass now. The Pirates are going to pull Glass now after only allowing 2 hits in the ball game. Wowzers. I'd say let him go the rest of the way. He's working on a shutout here. But to each his own, I suppose. Who's going to relieve him?
Your attention, please.
And here comes Tony Watson this season. 1 game, 1 save. Pitch 1 inning, 2 strikeouts. Surrendering minimalistic numbers to the batters this season. So we will definitely pinch hit. Here comes Luis Gonzalez. Another guy who is very good hitter. And him and Jesse Peterson are kind of a 1-2 punch there at the top. He has a sinker, changeup, slider, fastball. A lot of movement pitches here. Back up the middle. That will be a double play. And just like that, the Minnesota Twins' chances are fading fast. Tyler Glass now, 8 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 62 pitches, and he's out the door. So here's Keith Ryberg, 0 for 3, grounded out in the 6th. We're going to leave him in there because of him having the highest overall batting average on the team. So here we go. First pitch, sinker outside. Ball 1. Wait for your pitch. Hopefully we start a rally here. PNC Park Miracle, anybody? Ryberg, big shot left field, looks to be corrallable, and it is game over. Minnesota Twins experience loss for the first time this season to the tune of 2-0. Very interesting game. The bats weren't alive here like they were in the series against Baltimore, and it showed only getting 2 hits in the game. One of those hits coming from Travis Lee, and the other, Jesse Peterson pinch hitting. Maybe Luis Gonzalez needed to take a pitch to see what this new pitcher would give to him. There's a lot of things you could say about this game, but overall, everybody did their job. Final stat line and statistics coming up. We will get you back to the main screen here momentarily. Once again, your Minnesota Twins will fall 2-0. Here's the final line score.
First for the victorious Pirates, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Twins, no runs, but only 2 hits.
Excuse me.
1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 27 minutes.
2 hours and 27 minutes, one of the shorter games for the Twins this season. Not a lot of highlights. Travis Lee 1 for 3, Jesse Peterson 1 for 1, Josh Fitzer 0 for 3, Keith Ryberg 0 for 4. Losing pitcher of today's ball game, Phil Hughes for your Minnesota Twins, falls to 0-1, 8 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them earned, 0 walks, but he got 5 strikeouts. It doesn't mean much when your team loses, especially to the tune of 2-0 with only 2 hits in the ball game. Very, very good pitching by second-year man Tyler Glasnow, who went 8 innings. Felt like he could have went the whole game. Allowed 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Tony Watson will pick up his second save of the season. And player of the game is the aforementioned Tyler Glasnow. Like I said, just very, very different feel here as we play this first second series that is split, the first game of the second split series. 6 hits for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the 2 runs coming in the 5th and 6th innings back to back. We're going to get you back to the main screen. We will preview the next game, which is not tomorrow, but after tomorrow. Kind of a weird, I know. I'm just kind of weirded out by today's game. I will see you in just a moment. And hello and welcome back to the main screen. The Minnesota Twins taste defeat for the first time this season. Now 3-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates climbed to 2-2. And Irvin Santana will take the mound against Rufus Rayburn. Kind of in a weird mood as Randy Replay. Tomorrow we have our home opener against the Seattle Mariners. And then, of course, starts an almost 2-week homestand with only 3 days off in those 14 days. So, going to be a very, very 3 games off, but you know what I'm saying. Very, very hectic time for Twins territory. As we take a look at the standings, it is actually very, very close. If I can find it. Yeah, just overall, there we go. The Minnesota Twins are now half a game back from the Tigers and White Sox, both tied at 4-1 on this season. Interesting. First in power, first in speed, 5th in defense, 12th in pitching, 11th in contact. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in the next one. Once again, your Twins fall to the Pirates in the first game in the 2-game split series here. 2-0. I'll see you in the next one.